We're joined now by our female high school athlete of the week. We're out at Andover High School. It's the 5A state golf champion for the first time. It's Regan Dusenbery. Finally getting the monkey off her back last week at Emporia High. Kind of talk about what went into last week's state championship win.
Yeah, a lot went into it. I had a lot of weeks to prepare for it since our regional was a full week away from state. It was very windy. Me and my team, we knew that the wind was coming, but we very much prepared for that by practicing it. From Kansas, we're used to the wind, so just a lot of prep work on short game and everything, and basically what brought into it.
Yeah, and for it to be the kind of weather it was last week, it wasn't great weather, and it's funny because the entire season leading up to it was fantastic weather. I'm sure it was kind of odd, but like you said, you've been used to it. How often do you look at the forecast going into a week like that?
Yeah, every golf tournament I play, you look at the forecast because you have to know what to pack, what to bring, but I've never had a state championship with perfect weather both days.
Yeah.
But you always just have to look at the weather, and when we saw that, it's just more of a mental thing that everyone has to play through it, so
Yeah.
we all had to deal with it.
Yeah, and for you, you had 7 birdies in the opening round, got off to a hot start. Did you feel any kind of pressure leading into the final day, with such a big lead and having played such a good round in the first day? Did you feel any kind of that pressure?
Yeah, there's definitely pressure there, more nerves because golf, anything can happen. So you have that lead, but you have to realize that you still have to play good golf. But definitely playing good the first day definitely made me feel a little bit less scared to play. It was more comfortable just playing throughout the day.
Yeah, and what was the emotions like when it finally came to be? I know I saw and read that you kind of broke down a little bit. You went and hugged your dad. Kind of talk about the emotional overflow that happens when you become a state champion for the first time.
Yeah, it was very emotional. I held it really good together until I hugged my dad just because my parents have put so much into their lives for me to play golf. But it was so emotional being there with the team because I've been basically with that team for 3 years straight. We've not really changed much, so it was just a great feeling overall that we were all there together.
Yeah, absolutely. And the team finishes. I saw that the team finished second place. Kind of talk about. I know golf is an individual sport, especially for you personally, but talk about what it means for the team to be second place finishers, one of the highest place finishes in Andover history.
Yeah, we're so happy about the second. Our goal this year was to place at state. We've never placed at state when I was a part of the team, and I know the team was just so happy about it because we got to take some hardware home, got to take some pictures with it, and I know the girls were super happy about it.
Yeah. And this year was a little bit different. 2 years ago you get into a playoff. Last year you lose by 2 strokes. This year felt a little bit more confident. Did that help, kind of feeling like you were so far ahead of the pack that it wasn't too much pressure on yourself heading into the final day?
Yeah, that was definitely a factor. I knew where I was at going into the second day, so my whole goal was to shoot even par the second day because I knew the conditions. You can't shoot 7 under par in those conditions.
Yeah.
But it was definitely less stressful, but it's still golf, and golf's stressful in general, so just had to play through it.
Yeah, and golf is more of a mental sport than I think any sport. If you get into your head, you're already going to lose. Talk about how you get into a mental headspace and how you like to prepare for a meet, what you're kind of telling yourself in the middle of in every round. What do you kind of do to stay in the right mental headspace?
Yeah, this year I approached it differently. Usually I'm always thinking about the end result, like you have to win, you have to shoot this, but I really thought about one shot at a time. So I really focused on one shot at a time, so I wasn't trying to think about what I'm going to make of that hole, what score. I just focused on the shot at hand, and I think that really kept me stable throughout the round, especially in those hard conditions.
Yeah. Tell me about what it's like to play for Coach Harshaw and what it's been like to play for this Andover program.
Yeah, Coach Harshaw is the best coach I could have asked for high school golf. He is so encouraging and so sweet to me and all the girls. We laugh. The car rides are so fun. He's fun with us. It's great to be a part of his team. And the girls, it's so nice being with those girls. I mean, I had seniors with me, which is super nice to have girls that are also my friends, but also on the same team as me. And we have a huge junior class on the golf team, and they are always just so nice, and they're so uplifting, and no one's ever in a bad attitude, even if they play bad. So it's really great to be around girls that are just enjoying to be there and having fun. Yeah,
and for you, how have you been a leader for some of those younger players in the team?
I try and help with course conditions. Before the round, especially at state, the greens were super firm. So I was like, chips are going to roll out, putts are going to roll out. That stuff from just playing competitive golf I've realized. But also just telling them it's okay because golf very mental, like you said. So you have to be in the right headspace. And I know some girls get overstimulated in the golf, so just trying to help them through that, and I think a lot of them have gotten so much better at that emotional factor.
Yeah. For you, when did you get your start playing golf? How did you get your start?
I was supposed to be a basketball player, but when I was 7, my parents put me in this thing, like the Corn Ferry thing, where pros like were with you for a day and you chipped and putt. And then I played a tournament the week after and won it.
Oh, wow.
And I won a trophy instead of a medal.
Oh, wow.
Because basketball you get medals, so that just
Yeah, that changed
kick-started. I
everything.
was just like, this is cool, it's a trophy. So from there on out, I think I started competitively when I was 10 or 11, and just been playing golf since.
Yeah. When did things kind of click for you? When did you feel more comfortable out on the course and with your swing and everything? When did things really click for you?
Yeah, it's golf's up and downs, but I really feel like freshman year, that was when I had my this is what I want to do in college moment, because at first I was still deciding between golf and basketball, but I really had that moment freshman year. I think it was playing high school golf because it's always been a individual sport, so it's super nice that I had the team aspect because it wasn't so lonely, I would say. You
Yeah.
had those people to be there with you and you're trying to compete as a team. So I think that was the moment where I decided golf was it.
Yeah, and you kind of talk about, being by yourself out on the course. Do you like being talked to? Do you like your coach giving you tips and pointers? Do you kind of like to be in your own headspace?
It depends. Coach Harshaw usually stays away from me because he likes to go help the other girls. But when he comes over, it's kind of nice that I can, any of my thoughts in my head, I can just say out loud to someone, because sometimes if it's negative, it helps me get it out. And if it's
Yeah.
positive, it helps some confidence boosting. So I definitely like when the other girls will talk to me because I'm a very social person. I like to have good conversations. So it's definitely nice when you have people that will talk to you during the round.
Yeah. And about golf, what do you enjoy the most? What's the most fun you've had on the course? What do you enjoy doing the most?
I just, well, the team aspect for the high school season, but by yourself, I definitely like I just like how hard it is. Like, it's never the same. It's always different conditions. Like, I like thinking through shots. I like being creative. I have a very creative mind, so
Yeah.
it gives you that opportunity to be very creative.
Yeah. And then what do you feel like you're going to miss the most about playing golf at Andover?
I'm going to miss the girls because I'm going up to Minnesota having a new team, which I'm super excited about. But over the 4 years, we've had so many memories that it's sad, and there's so many juniors, so our team will still be going next year. So
Yeah.
it's sad, but I'm excited for the future.
And what's your favorite course to play in Kansas? I'm sure Emporia is probably going to have some fond memories now, but think back in when you play here in Wichita or when you played in the past. What's your favorite course to play?
I like Flint Hills. You can't go wrong with that place. I'm a member there, so it's such a privilege. But there's so many fun courses. Like the place we played at regionals was in Topeka, and it wasn't in the best shape ever, but it's such a fun track. You get to hit so many different shots, so many dog legs, so that was really cool.
Yeah. And then what's a bucket list course? I mean, obviously the Masters is going to be one of them, but what's another course maybe you have on your bucket list?
Yeah, definitely Augusta. There's a women amateur in college that you can qualify for, so that's
Okay.
like one of the bucket lists for sure. But I would say Pebble Beach in California.
Okay.
My dad's played there, so I really want to go there someday.
Yeah. And I know you said that you're committed to Minnesota, going to play golf up there. What's kind of next for you in terms of like the months leading up to heading up to Minneapolis? What are you going to get up to, and what's kind of your training look like for the next couple of months?
Yeah, just this week I've started on preparing for that, and I'm doing a little bit of swing changes, just tweak it up a little bit. A lot of practice on that during the winter time, and then once it gets summer, really get back into short game because that's huge in college, 100 yards and in. That's what my coach has told me multiple times. So just really working on the short game and then playing a couple tournaments in the summer, amateur events versus other college players, and then ready to go to Minnesota.
Yeah. And what are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do for fun?
Well, I discovered ceramics in high school. I
Oh,
really
wow.
like that. I've never really been too artsy, but
What's the most fun thing that you've made with clay?
I like making bowls because they're functional. I try to make my parents mugs, but they're always too small for them, they say. But I like hanging out with my friends. I'm very social, like I said, so that's always been a thing, balancing your sport and your friends. But just anything that involves my family or friends or doing something. When I'm not golfing, I try and do something outside of golf. I'm not trying to think about it or something.
Yeah. And what would be a fun fact about you that somebody may not know about you?
That I suck at soccer. I can't, my feet don't work with everything else. Like, golf's a pretty coordinated sport, and when I'm on the soccer field, it's just not coordinated at
Yeah,
all.
well, you can't be good at everything, Regan.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on winning the 5A state title, and best of luck in your endeavors at Minnesota.
Thank you so much.